Now listen, do you really think that I'm about to give somebody 51% of all of my businesses in exchange for a proposal? Girl, let's get it to Bell Collective. Tisha links up with Marie. She wants to catch up with her to see what's been going on with her, but primarily to tell her about how she messed up her plans for Ferry Street, as well as the sister intervention that she had. So she tells her, girl, listen, you know, I went to go meet with the councilman. What I'm learning is that y'all put me in a very terrible spot. Y'all put me in a very, very terrible spot with all of the fiascos that's been taking place at my brunches. I've been getting a bad rep, and people they ain't returning my calls. They're not trying to work with me. They ain't trying to do none of that, you know. And I just want you to know that y'all put me in a bad spot. And Marie owns her part immediately. She does not want to be the cause of her homegirl losing business or anything like that. So she's like, girl, I wholeheartedly apologize. I do not want anything like that to happen for you. And I definitely, moving forward, you know, she's going to be more mindful of her actions. We going to see, because Marie strikes me as a person that doesn't really know how to control her emotions for real, for real. So we are going to see, but she definitely owned her part of it and she apologized. And Tisha said, I appreciate that. But moving on, let's talk about the sister intervention. And Marie's like, well, girl, what is that about? She said, well, girl, they gonna come up there acting like it was about me, but it wasn't. It really was about you. You know, they telling me how I need to watch my back. You know what I'm saying? I need to be careful of the friends that I keep, i.e. you. You know, they're telling me all this stuff as it pertains to you, but it really wasn't for me. It was for you. And Marie is kind of shocked. Like, I don't understand what these girls' issue is with me and why they always bringing me up and why they talking about me and all this other stuff. Marie, girl, you know what you've done to people. Now, you would think that these people would have moved on and moved forward, but other things have happened which has caused them to just side-eye you. But Tisha wants her to do better as it pertains to the brunches and as they move forward. So we'll just see how that works out for her. Now, Latrice is trying to pull together her photo shoot. You know, she's trying to get her Essentials brand up and off the ground running. And she booked this location. She also booked the Claremont twins. She only has them for 2 hours. She's waiting on her photographer, Sterling, to come from Atlanta all the way to Mississippi. Sterling really did not know anything. He did not know the plan of what the theme is, what we're supposed to be doing. He's not sure. But I've seen Sterling's work on social media, and I would love to take me some photos with him. He's taken a lot of pictures of Toya and her people and stuff. So I think that once he gets into space, he was going to know what it is he needs to do, because I believe he's been doing it for such a long time that it wasn't going to be an issue. The issue was him getting from Atlanta all the way to Mississippi. So, you know, Latrice is pressed about that. She's running into time because she already know them Claremont twins cost a cute little penny. And if she goes over that time, she's going to be cashing out a bit more. So she wanted to make sure, girl, we got to get them in. We got to get them out. Now, the Claremont twins eventually showed up, but you know, they came with their hair highly bleached. And then the water that they had, wherever they got this water from, it looked dirty. The water was dirty. It wasn't clean. It wasn't good to go on the hair. And here go Cliff. At first he was like, well, this Jackson water, it ain't gonna stain their hair. It ain't gonna stain their hair. And then you had one lady come in. She said, now listen, honey, I know you may sell hair, Miss Latrice. Yes, you. I know you may sell hair, but I need you to understand that I'm a real beautician. I'm a real cosmetologist. Like, I do this every day, all day. Okay, this is what I do. And I'm telling you, you put this on this girl hair, their hair is gonna get stained, honey. Let's not do that. So then Cliff came up with this plan to use the water that they had there, heat the water up just so they could try and wash the lady's hair and stuff. So it ended up working out. The idea that Cliff had for them, it ended up working out. And thank God they had another beautician, another stylist there that was able to give them some advice, a real cosmetologist, because whatever assistant she had with her, Latrice, that guy, I think that's also the guy that works at her salon. I'm not sure, but he was like, y'all know more science than I do. And I'm like, who is he? Not him, who's he? Because I would never want to book with him if he does do hair, okay? The fact that he sat up there and said, y'all know more about science than he do. Sir, are you licensed? Do you have a license is what we're asking. We know a lot of y'all love to set up a style seat and love to set up a seat in your house to do people hair, but what we're gonna ask you is you licensed? Are you licensed? Oh, okay then. So we won't be booking you? Okay, cool. Let me go over here with somebody that's certified to do my hair. No, thank you. We do appreciate it. Well, if you're so much of the bomb, honey, go around the corner and get you a license. Okay, we're going to go ahead and go this way. Yeah. I'm like, I hope he don't do hair. I pray he don't do hair. But we gonna move on. Sterling arrived, you know, the ladies arrived, they took the photos. It ended up looking really good. So Latrice was very satisfied. She was very happy. And she's ready to go ahead and show everybody what she's been working with. Now, Tisha at the house. Tisha, I'm not gonna talk about that lady. I'm trying not to talk about Tisha. Tisha is at the house trying to do something real sexy, real nice for her man. You know, let him know what he got at home and how much she loved him. She got somebody coming over by the name of Air. That's her artist name, Air. Girl, just short answer, trash. Short answer, the entire setup from the cake. The event went just like that cake went when she put it on that platter. That's how, you saw how it looked a mess? Yeah, that's what that was, a whole mess. They come up with this keyword. She brought Air to the scene. When she put Air in her closet, girl, when you hear me say everlasting love, everlasting, that's when you're going to pop out, you're going to sing, you're going to do your thing. Glenn gets there. He's all shocked. She done cooked up collard greens, fried chicken, all this other homemade stuff. She got their wedding pictures or whatever pictures. Actually, I don't even remember seeing wedding pictures, but she got all their pictures and stuff on the table. And, he comes in, they sit down and they're talking, and she talking about how much, you know, she really appreciate him and love him, or whatever the hell they small talk was. Let's get to this bedroom. She take him into the bedroom, they sit down, she over there doing the toast. She keep talking about everlasting love. She just said everlasting about 8 times before Miss Air decided that she was gonna be the wind beneath somebody's wings and come on out there and start singing. So I was like, girl, what is this, honey? First of all, Brother Glenn thought he was gonna have him a threesome. Okay? He thought he was gonna have him a threesome, honey, and it just was not going to be that way at all. And when the girl saw he acted like he loved it, I said, you didn't love it, you just looked at her because you thought it was gonna go down. Why else would you have a woman in y'all bedroom in the closet? He could have came through the door and she could have serenaded him. He could have came into the kitchen and she could have serenaded him. Why did she have to go into the closet, come out, sing a song for you, and then turn around and walk out the door? Girl, if y'all don't get the, ma'am, y'all, why is y'all wasting these people good camera time? Why is y'all wasting these people? You better be glad they ain't rolling. They ain't got no more tape. Okay, how they used to record footage on them little whatever. Okay, them reels or whatever. You better be glad you ain't wasting no real footage out here, girl, on some BS like this. I'm like, girl, what is this? Okay, and she getting ready to walk Miss Thing out, and he about to walk out with her. She said, I'm gonna walk her out. And I'm like, girl, what did you think he was gonna expect? This woman coming out his closet so close to his bedroom with a V-top on. Okay? Girl, it was trash. I'm not gonna talk about these people looks or anything like that. Just know the entire thing was a mess. Glenn over there like, this cute. I appreciate everything you did for me, but what about that contract though? Okay, so clearly he's still not letting up on Miss Tisha. He wants that contract, and that's just where that is. Tamara is FaceTiming Gary with the T. Y'all know Gary with the T works with Ricky Smiley on his morning radio show. Tamara wants to bridge out of radio and into television. She shows him her demo reel. She's covering some serious situation regarding the Confederate flags being removed or whatever, and the entire time she's speaking in this high-pitched tone. I hate it so much. But obviously, it's keeping her on the air, whatever it is. But TV and radio, different. I feel like I just can't take Tamara's voice. And when she speaks in a high pitch, it just makes me think she's overdoing it and she's being completely fake. She's not being real to who she is. She's putting out an image of what she thinks we want to see from her. And that's not it. People connect with real. That's what they connect with. Genuine. That's what they connect with. This old over-the-top stuff, they don't connect with that. They laugh at that. That's my opinion. Y'all leave y'all's below. So when she showed this demo reel of her being out out in the field and she's interviewing and stuff, it was an L for me. She took an L. And the fact that Tamara has been hosting as long as she's been hosting. She's been a radio show host for as long as she's been a radio host. And you still cannot connect with the fact that you have to have a certain tone when you're interviewing about certain subjects. You couldn't even do that. And I'm just like, how you been in this industry for so long and you didn't even do that? And I bet you she probably didn't even go to school to do what she doing. Meanwhile, you got people that went to school for these degrees and can't even get a job. or actually get a job on a radio station, or actually go and get a doggone job on a TV show. Because of people like that, they don't go to school, they just have connects and this whatever personality, child. I just, all in all, I couldn't take it. Because truth be told, whether she went to school or not, she's been in the industry long enough to know tone when you're speaking on certain subjects, okay? If it's an event and it's hype, you want people to get hype about it, be hype about it, okay? If it's something that's sad and this or that, you know you're not supposed to do that. So it's just, I don't know. You know, I'm glad Gary told her when she was asking for advice. He said, girl, go watch your local TV people. And yeah, he's right, because I don't remember Gary doing television. I don't know if Gary does television. I haven't seen him with a television show or anything like that, or hosting. So it's like, for you to go to him to get advice, I get it. He could probably give you a lot of stuff in radio. But when it comes to TV, girl, go and watch your local reporters. And to be honest, you don't even have to watch them. You can just get on YouTube and watch news reporters. So you already know this. And that just really disappointed me so much with Tamara. Like, not only was it her voice, but you are so over the top that you still missed the mark when it came to that demo reel. So go back and do it again. Tisha and Glenn go to the balance coach. You know, they're trying to sort out things within their relationship, because y'all know Tisha got all these businesses and stuff. But because she's working on these new projects, she can't be there for her man like he wants her to. So that's the reason that they're going to the balance coach. So the balance coach has them imitate each other pretty much, and he's gonna role play her, she's gonna role play him, and they're gonna speak on what they're experiencing. So that allowed them to see some errors in their ways, the way that they acted out, you know, a scene, and they play the opposite of each other. So that allowed them to kind of like recognize some of the things that they did wrong. Glenn feels as though sometimes when he comes in the door, he can see himself being more searching for an issue versus actually getting in there and helping her. And I could be wrong, y'all let me know. Whenever there's a mate that's coming in trying to find something wrong, not only are they unhappy with themselves, they also are probably going to be looking for a reason to use it as an excuse to go out and cheat or do something opposite. You know what I'm saying? So do something they ain't got no business doing. So when he said that, I'm kind of like, Tisha, I hope your ears perked up. I know you guys have had infidelity issues in the past, but you know, I know you got to let the past be the past, but also be aware of the present and the future, of the possibilities. So Glenn, you know, he acknowledges his issues, and he said, but I also have something else before we can really move forward. I have this contract. He wants to own 50% of her businesses. First of all, I understand why Glenn may feel that way, because I don't believe Tisha worked. So her main business is these brunches. Okay, so she be hitting the lick on these brunches by falsely giving people empowerment, and they don't really do nothing once they leave there. They're empowered for the moment, but further, you know, down the road, they not. So Tisha clearly don't work, and her husband is the breadwinner, and that's likely why he asked for 50%. So then she says, well, I presented you with one better. I presented you with one better. Who contract me? Contract that. And it's like, girl, you presented this man with a contract to say you'll give him an extra 1%, 51% of your businesses. You a fool. And he ain't even putting in the work. And then how you going to give him that much of your businesses now that you're working on Ferry Street, and all the money ain't even going to be yours anyway? Because you're going to be getting money from other people, other investors. You're going to have to pay them back or something. So he really ain't getting a whole lot, too much, nothing. But at the end of the day, still, I wouldn't give him that. Girl, and you got his child, girl, bye. That right there just kind of confused me. Like, girl, 51%, you going to give him all of that, and you the one putting in all the work, making all the connections, and this, girl, Tisha, get out of here. Go sit down. Go have a seat. Because you sound silly. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts, but I think that's so... To me, that makes no sense. It made no sense for him to ask for such a thing, especially if y'all quote unquote married without a prenup. So why would he act? Why would he want a contract then? Try by. That just made no sense. But I would love to hear you guys' thoughts about that. Marie and Esty have a sit down. They talk about their growth and the business and how it's growing and where they started, you know, versus where they are now. They're having a conversation about that. They bring up Cedric and how Cedric is going off to Aruba, and he is not with his wife. He's gone for 2 weeks. Esty know more about their relationship than Miss Marie do. Esty says, well, girl, y'all said y'all was not going to be traveling without one another. And he's on a whole, you know, trip without you. So Esty is pouring into her friend, telling her, girl, you got to leave this man. You got to let him go. You got to move forward. You got too much going on. I agree with Esty, although it does seem like she got a deeper love for Marie than what we all like to think. But I agree with Essie, because if you got these health issues that you just told your son about and you may not be here, you don't have time to be wasting that on a man that don't want to be there. First of all, if you in your good health, you don't have time to do that. So you really don't got time to do that now that you see that your illness is really making you even more sicker. Like, why? For what? Girl, you need to spend all that time enjoying your life, enjoying yourself, and the people that really care about you. So I really appreciate Essie for saying what she's saying. But, you know, at some point we thought Essie was going to tell her, like, girl, I'm madly in love with you. And he can't treat you like I could treat you or something like that. But, you know, we didn't really get that. You know, that's just her good girlfriend. And I guess Essie is kind of like a Shamia. Okay, she going to ride for Marie all the way down to the ground, just like Shamia going to ride for Portia down the cliff, under the hill, and into the Underground Railroad or whatever they going to go. You know, that's how much Shamia's gonna ride for Portia, so we see the same thing with Ace. Tamara is getting a celebration, you know, at her job, because she is also one of the top midday divas, along with the, you know, the morning show, which is Ricky Smiley. So she's getting recognition for that. Tisha decides to pop up. Really, Tisha popped up for a different reason, but a celebration happened to be going on, so it all worked out. Tisha tells her about the balance coach they got and how the lady recommends that they all go on a couple's date. So she wants to go on a couple's date with Tamara. Tamara says, ooh, I don't know, because we just started back talking. You know, I'm going back dating and seeing the man that I used to talk to, right? Oh, okay then. So then, like, we're starting to, like, get back on that same page. And I just think that it may be a bit too much. You know what I'm saying? It may be a little too soon for me to bring him on a couple's trip or whatever. I mean, a couple's dinner or something like that. Like, I think it's probably too, so I want to wait. Tamara is full of BS. Honestly, I think Tamara really wanted to say, girl, I'm not gonna bring that man around y'all crazy fools. Okay, I'm not gonna bring my man around y'all. That's what I think. I also think it's silly because, Tamara, you've been with this man since you were, what, a teenager, so you say? So you've been with this man for many, many years. He knows you in, he know you out. It seems like the man know you more than you know you. So I don't understand the full issue as to why you don't want him to come around those ladies. Are you intimidated by any of them or something? Like, why would you not want him to really come around those other ladies? And you feel like it's too soon for him to be a part of a couple's dinner, but we're going to see you on next week's episode. Ask this man to give you his sperm so he can be the father of your child. And in addition to that, you also go on in the conversation and tell Tisha about your fibroids and how you have to have surgery and before you can move forward, you know, with carrying a child or anything like that. And you also mentioned that with him, you want to possibly, you know, have kids with him, because he's always been there. He's shown that he's going to continue to be there throughout this entire time. Y'all have something in common. Either one of you guys have children, so you would like to have children, share children with him. So if you would go that far, and I'm surprised Tisha didn't check you in that moment, you would go that far to want to parent children and create children and bring children into this world with this man, but you don't want to invite him to a simple couple's dinner. Girl, what is the bigger issue? What's the bigger deal going on? So couple's night arrived, and you pretty much have Latrice and Cliff, you have Letitia and Glenn, you have Melanie and her man. I forgot, what was that man's name? LaMarcus, that's what it was. So you had Melanie and her man LaMarcus, and then you see Miss Marie, honey. She walk in all late with her whole new boo. Now I forgot his name. What was his name? Did Marie have it? Yeah, I don't have his name, but she walked in and everybody's like, who is this? Now Tisha already seen her man, so she's like, girl, this ain't Cedric. Who is this man? And you know, Treese over there just confused as a whole. So we trying to figure out who is this man. Now, I think that Marie should have just called out and said, hey, I won't be attending. Or maybe she could have went by herself, but who really wants to go when it's a couple's dinner? You know what I'm saying? And maybe she can learn something. Maybe Tisha can learn something on this date about what to and what not to do as it pertains to Marie and her man as to why the breakdown is happening. Maybe she could say, Glenn, if you ain't doing your part, then your wife gonna walk up in here just like me with a whole nother man. I don't know, but I think for the most part, Miss Marie should have saved her invitation for a later date and declined the offer, in my opinion. But you guys leave your thoughts and comments down below. I'm Jamie, that's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye.